Hi Pisces, this is for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is a random specific mini for someone who has seen enough. Okay, there was a situation where something was off with someone that you were either dating or working with. For some of you, you just couldn't understand why this relationship couldn't get off the ground. So you were trying to maybe observe them in their natural environment or something. And if this is not so serious as a love relationship, it's just kind of, I feel like maybe you're a parent and you're trying to get the truth out of your child or something. There's a war here, and instead of picking sides this week, if there comes a situation where two sides are warring or there's a disagreement, you just need to say very clearly that you want no part of it. Anything that involves this or this or this, I want no part of it. Okay? Visualization and focusing on success isn't going to come easy this week, meaning there's going to be a lot of distractions here. We have the Tree of Life in reverse with dun dun dun, Satan's whiskers in reverse. Okay. So either someone wasn't being honest about an addiction, and it's fine for them, maybe in their life, to be dishonest for whatever reason, but it's not for you. So you're sticking with your ethics above all this week. You come out and say, I'm not a fan of you lying to me. I'm not a fan of whatever that drug is, that drug, alcohol, white wine cooler in reverse with the fan and a reflection there. I just feel like you've seen enough now. You are a blessing in this person's life. You are a gift. You are smart. You're intelligent. You're clairvoyant. You're compassionate. And you're courageous. You are a miracle for this person. You are a gift. And they chose either a past karmic partner or literally an addiction over you, because they feel so passionately about you, they'll sabotage everything. So it's a self-sabotage situation. If you're wondering what you did wrong, it was more that you were observant, maybe, and that you could see through their BS, which is why there was seemingly all these little bumps or all these problems where you had to swoop in and save them and stand up for them, or it's like they're always seemingly getting picked on by everyone else. So if this is a child, it's like you finally see something that makes you realize that they were the instigator this whole time, where it's like if you and your child, if it's that basic, day to day, you would blame your child's best friend for all the trouble they're getting in. Or for starting to, maybe you catch your kid drinking or something and you blame his best friend, but the reality of the situation, is your kid is the bad influence, and that you can work with that. But it's something where you've had to observe, but you give yourself a deadline for that, because you're not going to sit around and watch forever. At the end of that watching is the realization, a decision, and a moving on from it, where you're not trying to make everything fair here, or you're not seeing both sides, where you were kind of lingering in a vortex of injustice, maybe, for standing up for either your child or your lover when they were the instigator the whole time, or if it's a situation where your mate was cheating on you and it's not a drug addiction, that's their addiction, is cheating on you. That's their self-sabotage. They know you're a gift. They know you're a blessing from the heavens above. They know that. That's why they're sabotaging it so hard. You know, if that's the love relationship. If it's the child, they know they're doing wrong. They know what they're doing is not right. So once you realize that, you can kind of... I know it's really hard to do that sometimes, but you don't want to be that mother. You don't want to be that parent, you know. If the teacher comes to you and says, hey, your child, this and this and this, you listen. You are the bigger person where you're self-aware enough to know that maybe your child is a little manipulative. You know, maybe the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, not because of you, but maybe who their father was, something like that. But don't support that behavior. Don't stand by and let it go unnoticed. If this is not a home situation, if this is a work situation, you state very clearly and to the point that you don't want any part of that. You don't want a part of that. If it's a drug addiction and a friend, you don't want a part of that. You're not a fan of this behavior. If it's not so serious as a relationship and walking away, it could just be that you see something, say something. No, we don't do that here. Not in this house, or even if it's at work. No, that's not okay. I'm not going along with this. Something like that. It's like, we're all doing this, but we're all wrong, you know. And maybe your mate would just kind of be afraid to rock the boat or go along with it, or just, you know, fair weather friend. But it's not asking you to pay attention forever. You need to get back to your own creation. You need to get back to your own momentum. But you were asked to sit back and watch and observe. But you've seen enough. And if that's not it and it's not obvious, but you're still resonating and you're still with me, something's going to happen this week. You're able to see something that you weren't before. And everything becomes clear. And then you're able to say, okay, I've seen enough. Enough's enough. And you put your foot down and you speak clearly and to the point. And from then on, you know, you don't match anyone's responsive, explosive energy if they don't like what you say. You stay calm. You give yourself time to relax before you respond. Don't do anything out of anger. Just be a good example. No matter who you are in this situation, you're going to have to do the right thing and set a good example. But that comes after a period of watching and kind of waiting and paying very close attention to the details. What are the facts? Not necessarily what are your feelings. So a head over heart decision here. And if it's not so serious, it's just you having the courage to say, I'm not going along with that. And you retain God's favor. And I don't even say things like that. So this is for someone specific. But you are a gift. Either to this company, this corporation, this partnership, or this love relationship. Or this child. But it takes a little bit of patience, of a quiet watch. You know, you see everything, you hear everything, but you're not seen. You did that. Or you're doing it this week. And it'll illuminate everything. And at the end, it will be empowering. And like I said, that's the right path for you this week. Okay, Pisces? Don't expect them to call and apologize. Okay, if this is not that and you're still with me and someone said they were going to call and they don't, They're like, I'm going to call you tonight at 6 o'clock, and then they don't. And it's just not that serious. It's you let them know you don't like that. That hurts your feelings. I'm not a fan of that behavior. If you honor me, if you respect me, if you want to move forward in this relationship, I'm going to need a response, a follow-up. So just be clear with how you feel and what you need from them to feel like this is fair. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to leave it there. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.